Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 191 of the show with no name. I'm your humble host, Nick, and in today's episode, we're going to be exploring this little old farmer cemetery out here in the middle of nowhere in Washington State. This cemetery goes by the name of the Menno Cemetery. Let's get into this. The Menno Cemetery was established in the year 1900 by the Menno Settlement Mennonite Church, located a few miles from this location. Pioneers of this turn-of-the-century community are buried here, with burials still taking place to this day. The cemetery has no grass, but it is fenced in and well cared for. There are just over 200 burials here that are marked. The Pacific Northwest Mennonite Conference was organized in 1879 near Freeman, South Dakota, with Jacob R. Schrag and Joseph Kaufman as elected ministers. In 1888, Schrag and a number of families moved west to Polk County near Dallas, Oregon. In 1891, they settled near Eugene, Oregon, and in the year 1900, the entire congregation moved by covered wagon to their present location here in Washington, where they pioneered on the homestead land and started the Menno Cemetery. The Schrag family was very prominent out here in the area in forming this settlement, and that's been made pretty obvious with the amount of headstones in this cemetery that bear the Schrag name. I'm going to start this episode out today talking about Andrew C. Schrag, and he was born on February 18th, 1868. And he passed away on August 21st, 1905. The Adams County News, August 23rd, 1905 issue reads, Andrew C. Schrag, a farmer residing 20 miles northwest of town, died Monday from injuries received in a runaway accident while going home from town last Saturday evening. He was driving a 6-horse team and trail wagon, both wagons being heavily loaded with lumber. He was walking at the side of the front wagon when the horses became frightened, and in an attempt to reach the brake, he was thrown under the wheels, 3 of which ran him over. He lay in the road all night and was discovered early Sunday morning by a neighbor. A doctor was called, and when the doctor saw him, he found the injuries to be quite severe, his lower limbs being completely paralyzed. He would pass away the following evening. This is a photo of Christian and Mary Schrag and their family. Christian Schrag was born on March 21st, 1846 in Russia, and he lived to be 80 years old, passing away on January 16th, 1927. He immigrated here to the United States at some time in the 1870s. His wife, Mary, was one of the oldest women in Adams County at the time of her death, and one of the oldest pioneer settlers in the Menno district northwest of Lynn, and she died on January 9th, 1944, on her 93rd birthday. She was affectionately known as Mother Schrag by her many friends. She was born in the Russian-Polish area of Europe on January 9th, 1851. She grew to womanhood there and was baptized. On October 7th, 1869, she married Christian Schrag, and they would end up having 12 children together. In the year 1874, at the time of the Mennonite immigration from Russia, the young couple came to the United States, settling in South Dakota, but moving within the year to Kansas. At the turn of the century, the family came to Washington State, settling in the Menno district when it was yet a new country. She was the oldest member of the church. Ralph Schrag was born on October 2nd, 1902 in Ritzville, Washington. He passed away on June 21st, 1939. Dust blamed for fatal accident. Ralph Schrag fatally injured. Dust was blamed today by the sheriff's office for the fatal injury to Ralph Schrag, who died last night at Sacred Heart Hospital, less than 12 hours after his automobile collided almost head-on with a heavy truck. Sheriff Joe Schaefer said this morning that neither driver was blamed for the accident and that it was due to heavy dust on the highway. So terrific was the impact of the collision that the heavy truck was overturned and the Schrag car was almost completely demolished. The bed of the truck was virtually sheared off the left-hand side of the body of Schrag's auto. Ida Melcher was born on February 16, 1904 in Adams County, Washington. She would pass away on April 23, 1916, after almost 2 weeks of struggle, after being badly burned while burning thistles. She was only 12 years old. Reverend David Daniel King was born on December 17, 1874 in Ohio, and he passed away on June 19, 1928 in Lynn, Washington. His cause of death was a car crash. I hope you enjoy the rest of the videos of this awesome pioneer cemetery out here in the middle of nowhere in Washington State that goes by the name of the Menno Cemetery. Thank you.